the Men's Guide to Menopause. Why? Because you've got questions like, why did my wife change overnight? And how do I talk to her without starting a fight? And why is she always so hot and so tired? And will things ever get back to normal? And is she going to leave me? Well, I've got the answers to most of those questions right here. We're going to explain them in a very easy manner so that you can understand your wife and not only understand her, but help her to not only get her what she wants, but to get you what you want a little bit as well. You ready? And stay tuned, because when we get to number 8, you're going to find all the good things about menopause. And can I tell you something? There are some that you're really going to like. If you know what I mean, stick around. Now, I said in the title that I'd tell you how to fix it, and here's my answer to that. Stop trying to fix it. You know she'll tell you if there's something that you need to fix. And when it comes to her, she doesn't need fixing. She needs understanding. And, well, that's been hard because everything is presented as so negative and so technical and so icky. You haven't wanted to listen. So here we go. What if we just talk about a ghost story? Let's start with a ghost story. Once upon a time, in the house where I live, lived a woman who was dealing with menopause. Really, it's not menopause, guys. Let's call it what it is. Premenopause, or perimenopause, if you will. It's the 1 year from the time she had her last period till she doesn't have any more. During that year is when the struggle is real, and that's really what we're talking about, because once menopause hits, once that year has been passed, a lot of this gets better, okay? So there's your first good thing. Anyway, this woman, she lived here, and she was having all the symptoms of menopause. And you know what they did? They had her committed because they thought she was nuts. Well, guess what? She wasn't. She just needed a little hormone replacement therapy. Talk to your doctors about it. Go with your wife. Go with your wife. She needs you. I know these words might make you uncomfortable. It doesn't matter, because if you have prostate issues or penile whatever, she'll be there. You know she will. You can get through a little bit of this for her. You know you can. Good things will happen for you if you do. Trust me. So here's what we're going to do. Because you don't like a whole lot of information at once, and you don't like it when people ramble on and on. This episode, I'm going to cover everything. And then the next 6 days, I'm going to break it down into little bite-sized pieces. So if you want more information on one of these topics, you're going to get it, but you're not going to get the overkill today. You don't want overkill. You want facts, right? And facts are what I'm going to give you, because, man, she needs some support. And if you give her that support and what she needs, she's going to give you so many things that you need. Maybe you've been missing them. Yeah. Well, if you listen up, I can help. Both of you. All right. Now we're going to get into some fun stuff like hot flashes. What is happening? Let me tell you. Estrogen, which is a female hormone, it regulates the hypothalamus, which is the brain's thermometer. And when it drops, the brain literally cannot regulate her body temperature correctly. And those hot flashes are a neurological shift, not a mood. She genuinely feels hot. She genuinely is miserable. And she needs you to notice, hey, wait, she's a little bit warm over there. What if I brought her a glass of ice water or a fan or turn down the air conditioning? Don't make her ask you. Just do it. You're going to score points. And those points are going to get you places. The places that you want to go. Do it. Don't make her ask you. If you want to fix things and really fix them, what you need to do is start noticing. Don't make her tell you. You know what someone needs when they're hot. Do the things. Coming at her with your hot body, that's not what she needs. She needs cooling. Okay? Hot part is later. Trust me. Stick around for part 8. About 40 to 60% of women during this time face sleep disturbances because guess what? Estrogen supports sleep. It supports serotonin, the feel-good hormone. And guess what? She's lacking in it. Does that explain a whole lot of things? It does. Oh my God, it does. Anyway, without it, sleep becomes fragmented and light, leaving her in a state of chronic exhaustion. So, do what you can to support her sleep. Is her sleep schedule a little bit different than yours? Can you accommodate it? Does she need an extra pillow? Could you stop at the store and buy her a fluffy pillow or a flatter pillow or a beautiful little light throw blanket? Do you know they have cooling blankets now? Oh my God. You would score tons of points by buying her one of those. She can be cozy and cool at the same time. Let's put a pin in that to just address the fixing again, shall we? The fixer. I know you're a fixer. You're a dude, and you want to fix things. You're like the hunter and like the grab on and bring it home and throw it at her feet kind of guy. You want to fix all of this, but the thing is, it's not the same kind of fixing that you've been doing. Okay? This is the noticing and doing it subtly without asking. If you ask her one more time, what's for dinner? What do you need? What's wrong with you? Take that one off the table. In fact, all three of those. Know what she needs. You can ask her what she needs. Don't ask her what's wrong with her. She is going through a normal biological process. Why? I don't know. It seems ridiculous to me, but this is how it is. And you can make your house so much more peaceful, and you can make your wife so much more happy, which in turn is going to make you so much more happy if you just see the needs, and solve them on your own and stop asking her to do it. She's done it this whole time. She needs a little bit of a break. She needs to sit down for a little bit with her feet up. Bring her something nice. Make her feel good. Tell her that she's pretty. Listen to me. She is pretty. She may be aging, but she's beautiful. And all these women that you see out there on the screen, they've all had facelifts and airbrushing and tucks and nips and all the things. And you know, it's not humanly possible to look like you're 18 when you're 57 or 83 without all of that. Stop expecting her to look like that. See her as the woman she is and beautiful. Find that beauty and tell her genuinely wonderful things about her. She needs to know. And she needs to hear it from you because she loves you. And you are her greatest reinforcement, or you're not. And if she seems miserable, it's time to start looking inside yourself and ask, what part of me could I be fixing to make this better? Just say it. Let's move on. Let's talk about sensuality. No, wait, we're waiting until the end because that goes with the good parts. There are lots of good parts in menopause. I'm telling you, there really are. Let's go on. All right. Now, do you remember that cute little wife that you married, the one before she had kids, and she did all those things, and the hormones went crazy at all the different times because she was PMSing, or she was pregnant, or she was, after she had the baby. And there's so many things. We go through so much. It is not because we're moody or we're grumpy or we're whatever. It's because this is our bodies and this is how we were made. And there are reasons, but we're not going to list them all because we're going quickly. And here's what you need to understand. You need to show her respect. You may think, I don't understand you. Your mood seems to be all over the place. What's going on? But the bottom line is she's the same woman. She's trying the hardest she can to keep it all together. She understands what's happening and she cannot control the hormones. She can't. Now, if you can stick it out for another year, you wait for all this to bypass, guess what? The good things from Section 8, they're going to happen and you're going to be the happiest husband that ever lived because your wife is going to feel loved and respected and treated well. And that's how you want to be treated. So let's do that for her. Okay, now, I'm going to give you a little hint about the sensuality part, and it goes like this. It's not the same as it was, but it's not off the table for her. You think it is. You may think it is. You may think she doesn't want to come anywhere near you, but that is not true. She doesn't want what she got in the past. She's over that. She wants something better, which means something better for you, by the way. And here's how it starts. It starts with you doing the dishes. It starts with you picking up a duster. It starts with you grabbing a vacuum cleaner. Yes, foreplay starts outside of the bedroom, sweetheart. Outside. You make her feel loved and respected. You pick up a little bit of the slack that she feels like she's leaving. You do some of the things that you haven't done before, or do more of the things you've been doing. Because you know what? Just keeping up with her body is a full freaking time job. I'm 57. I know. I've been through it. It's true. It's hard. It's hard. And she's trying. She's trying to hold it all together, and she needs it. When you lighten her load, she knows you see her. She feels visible, because out there, people aren't opening doors for her anymore. They're not saying, hey, sweetie, and doing all those things. She's feeling invisible. You need to let her know she's visible, and not with this stuff. Don't do that. Don't make her feel dirty. That's not what she wants. She wants to feel seen in a good, mature, positive way. That's it. That's your secret, right there. All right. So I want you to remember some of it to you, well, may seem irrational, may not seem like the person that you're used to. And she is doing all she can to be that person. It's kind of like puberty. You know, when kids are going through puberty, people are like, they're just hormonal. They make decisions. They do the things. It's the same thing. Why aren't we giving menopause the same respect as we give puberty? You just need to cut her some slack and hold her hand. Because trust me, when you were a boy going through puberty, you were with girls going through puberty. You didn't mind those mood swings at all, did you? So let's circle back to that and remember. Now, I promised I'd answer some questions, and that's what I'm going to do. Why did my wife change overnight? She didn't. This has been years in the making. It's just how it is. How do I talk to her without starting a fight? You pay attention to her. You listen to her throughout the day, and you understand that just because the things that she finds to be important that you don't think are important, well, it doesn't matter what you think. They're important to her. Build a bridge, get over it, reach out a hand, and help her up. Why is she always so hot and tired? We've addressed that. It's the estrogen. It's the hormones. They're doing it to her. She's not making choices. Help her out. Get her a fan. Get her some ice water. Get her a cooling blanket. Just be there. But don't expect things that she can't give you in the moment. And is my marriage over? Well, that's between you and her. Because, well, let's face it. She's at a point where she's weeding people out. And, we need you to step up. You need to step up. Do the thing. Make her want to stay married to you. And don't go look at other people because it's icky. Don't do that. It doesn't make anything better. Don't do it. All right. Now, Section 8. Why am I calling it Section 8 when I haven't talked about any other sections being numbered? Here's why. There's going to be an episode a day for the next six days after today. We're going to have a full week. And every time we get to Section 8, well, you're going to hear some things that will help you out. And there you go. Now for the good part. The part that you've been waiting for. I know. Because, like Jeff Foxworthy says, every man at every age, I want a mirror, I want to see something naked. I know. We know. Okay? And guess what? She wants that too. She does. She does not seem like it maybe, but she does. But here's the thing. She needs you to be, well, treating her differently. You need to be treating her with respect. She does not want, well, you to be a microwave. She needs you to be a crock pot. You know what that means. Do it. Now, what are the benefits of menopause? Sweetheart, the PMS is gone. Okay? The PMS is gone. Because once perimenopause is over and menopause kicks in and all those fluctuations and things are gone, oh my God, mwah, she doesn't have that anymore. No more periods. No more week a month of dealing with that. For her, for you, for anything. They're gone. No more pregnancy scares. Maybe you wanted babies and didn't have them, and that would make this part sad. But for the rest of you, yeah, guys, it doesn't matter. The day, the time, whatever. We don't have to worry about that anymore. You don't have to worry about her cycle and all the things that are attached to it and the money. It's expensive. All those things. What else? She's finally going to be herself. Now, she's going to be a little more unfiltered. You may or may not like that, but get used to it because this is her. This is your wife 2.0. It's better. Make friends with her. Enjoy her. And know this, When it comes to intimacy, we all know it's based on ending when you've got what you want. That needs to stop. Whoever said that it should end when you get what you want? Why should she not get what she wants? Make sure she does. You know what I mean. Do it. Do the things. And if you don't know what they are, it's time to find out and take a long time finding out. That's what she wants. So there you have it. Menopause for men. Hope it's helped. And guarantee if you listen, it will.